Just breathing your day, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes the beam. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes the beam. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Hello and happy Saturday. Hello, Free the People. Hello, Poppy. Hello, Shauna. Nightlight. Oh no, you had a nightmare. Was it about a cult? Hello, Laurel. Hello, Becca. Shauna, I can't remember if I said hello to you. I think I did. Hello, Zero. Good to see you. And Dripping Sunshine. Hello, my friend. All right, so we have a quick recap to do. So here's the plan, you guys. It sounds like we all have a busy Saturday, right? Zero's going golfing. Free the People has baseball games. I have a 12-year-old to keep entertained, which is a job all by itself. So I figure we'll do a quick recap. We won't snipe today. Tomorrow, I'll do a morning recap of whatever BS we missed today, and I'll snipe if I'm able to. But as for today, we're going to take the afternoon off. So, Laurel, I think I said hi to you. If I didn't, good morning. Did you hear about the rumor regarding ALR allegedly having an affair with Yo Mama? I swear to God, I've been saying he's a feeder for some time now, and this just further proves it. Okay, I've thought they had a thing. I remember the same time he was traveling, he went through her area, he was near her area, and she did a vlog and she said, "Oh, I don't know how men's underwear got here." And she held up these little men's underwear that like probably fit your mama. Anyways, I've always thought that. I didn't know it was resurfaced, but I've always thought it. Okay, his wife is tiny. He admittedly has a thing for the bigger girls, for the bigger women. He likes them foodie sized. He likes them ALR sized. Anyways, where can I be nosy? Where did this resurface so I can go nose around? Hey Genevieve, by the way. Unity C. Hey Breezy, I'm a silent listener, but I'm glad to make the live today. Hello Unity and welcome. I hope you come to hang out more. Um, we're just doing a quick recap today, but we usually have long. Well, you already know. Never mind. I was gonna give you a whole rundown, but you're a silent listener. Anyways, hi. I haven't had enough caffeine yet. Hello, Cypher. So he secretly wants Chantal. We know this. All the men want Chantal. All the really weird ones, right? Like, you have to have something really wrong with you to be attracted to Chantal. I'm sorry, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Um, I didn't know that happened either. Yeah, it was a while ago. So I remember we covered it in real time. For whatever reason, we were covering ALR. And w- we don't cover her very often, but something made us want to go watch, right? I don't remember if she had just moved, something. We were watching and she held up these little underwear and she's like, "Oh, I don't know where these came from." Well, she's supposedly a lesbian. Unless her mom wears little size small men's briefs, I don't know. Anyways, so and it was around the time he was traveling and he had been joking around about going to see ALR. So yeah, we had talked about it, but you know your mama, like if there's any truth to what Breezy's saying, he's like, "Oh, she's an elder abuser. Oh, she commits hate crimes. Oh, she's crazy. She lies." No, it's because you didn't want me to catch on. I'm brighter than I look. I'm smarter than I look. Sometimes. Sometimes. Um, Cypher, I know that's why I cry into my ice cream. No way in hell the smell alone would kill me. Their fat rolls bring all the boys to the yard. All the weird ones. I'm always listening, usually part of the replay gang. Well, it's really nice to meet you. Listening from South Africa. Oh my gosh, do you know I've always wanted to go there? But I'm too scared to travel. It's like one of the places. I want to go to South Africa, Australia. I want to go to Italy. And then this little place in Florida that I can't say the name of it. And I always call it Wiki Wacky, but I think it's not called that. Witchy Waka. Camp Wikiwaki, something like that. Anyways, the manatees all swim there, and so do the mermaids. Anyways, I hear it's beautiful where you are, and I'm sending so much love to you. The nerve for ALR to claim she's a lesbian while at the same time hooking up with men is such an insult. As a bi woman, people who lie about their identities genuinely make me so angry. I get that. Hi, everyone. Hey, Andrea. Okay, before we get into the BS, you guys, I have not been able to get this song stuck, um, the song out of my head. It's been stuck there since yesterday. So, to scratch this little itch I have, I'm really sorry. I could be annoying with songs because I replay them a lot. It's my ADHD or something. I don't know. Anyways, let me just hear this and then we'll go on. Maybe. Oh, wait.
She farted so hard, she died. But I'm not gonna cry. She farted so hard, she died. I'm not gonna lose much sleep. But she died doing what she loved. Now she's blasting for the angels above. She farted so hard, she died. But I'm not gonna cry. Her sister sighed, dad's in disbelief. Her grandma cried, why oh why couldn't have been me? Ashes to ashes, dust in the wind. Her spirit is lingering. Ashes to ashes, dust in the wind. Her spirit is lingering. She farted so hard, she died. But I'm not gonna cry. She farted.
I don't know. I picture a whole crowd of people dancing, and like the women all have the beehive hairdo. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's the greatest song to ever exist. I'm really sorry if this is going to annoy you for the rest of today, but at least you'll know how I felt all of yesterday going around my house singing this song. People thought I was insane. Okay, before we dive into Twitter, we have one more place to go. This video by Fat Cow, everybody has been talking about. I was even snooping around in the comment section. Let me share the screen. It's Foodie Beauty's ex saying how she offered to pay him like $2,000 to sleep with him. And so people are wondering if that's what's going on with Salah and why he always comes around payday, basically. Um, he gets $2,000 to probably poop on her or something, and then he disappears again because this woman has been live a lot, you guys, a lot in the past few days. Where is her husband? The neighbor looks around the studio wondering if everyone else knows they are making gold, or the engineer. It's seriously the best song to ever exist. Is it not? Is it not? I can imagine an animation of Foodie Beauty to that song. Yes. They ain't fucking no way. He can't reach. No, nothing could. All right, so this is a video by Fat Cow. It's a really short clip. I actually think I retweeted it, but we're just gonna show Fat Cow's video some love. Let me like the video. All right.
She offered me $2,000 to fuck her guy. Fuck you, bye bye. $2,000 every month just to be fuck friend. I tell you, I'm not for sale.
I honestly did think I could buy him love. I did think I could, honestly, I'm not like, I was like, you know what? Like, if I keep throwing money at him, if I keep helping him, if I keep editing videos.
Wow. So you know how just the other day she was trying to make it sound like she dropped him off at Dee Dee's and never looked back? That's not really what happened. Spooky Peach said, quoting Foodie Beauty, all you had to do is fake love me. Ann Norr said, absolutely pathetic. It's exactly what she does now with Salad. Genevieve said, Natter's a demon, but this is tea, right? That's financial abuse, Chantal. Hey, Pumpkin. It is. It is. Cat Mom, hey. Is it over now? The song? Did you mute that beautiful song? How could you? Stoic Strawberry said she's so deeply pathetic she truly thinks she can buy love. Her perception of what healthy, normal relationships are is completely skewed. Chris said, well, it's not like she brings anything else to the table. I would rather live in my car and eat out of dumpsters than put up with that or put up with an energy vampire. Valerie said money is the only thing she can offer. Yeah, and she abuses people with that. Her money is running out. What will she do then? Jackie asked. Live alone, as she should. No one should have to put up with all of that. Karma said she's doing the exact same thing with Scat Lover. Not surprised since buying a man is the only way she can get a man. She has no redeeming qualities to get a man on her own. LW said she is unlovable. How sick does Peetz have to be to still consider her his best friend? Both creeps in my eyes. I've always felt like something is very wrong with Peetz. I don't know. I feel like for a while I tried to be nice because they were heavily pushing this he's autistic down our throats, right? And so I didn't want to be like judgmental and judge him because he's different or whatever. Anyways, I don't even think he's been diagnosed. I think that it was one of those things that they told us for him to get away with doing a whole bunch of weird shit. I'm just saying that. Anyways, I tried to be nice, but he gives me the ick. He's always creeped me out how he can be completely calm 1 second and then rage like out of nowhere. And plus, who also writes rape fan fiction. Like that's not exactly. Anyways. This is her MO, buying her way through men and getting them financially dependent on her. It is. Hey, Nightlight, wasn't it not too long ago she was in their chat crying that Dee Dee stole her man? Yes, we covered that. It was going around on Twitter what she said. You stole my man. I have every right to say what I want. Something along the lines of that. She went into Natter and Dee Dee's chat and was raging. So I will eventually try to play victim when he and Chantal break up. But unlike Beck during their relationship with ALR, he's just as bad as Chantal he is. Pumpkin said, I just wonder how she is keeping up with her LLC yearly tax bill. If she still has it, it should have been canceled by Canada. Tuxedo said Peetz writes those stories because he doesn't have any power in his real life. Ooh, that was deep. Jane said, makes you think, huh? If she'd offered this to him, it wouldn't be beyond the realms of possibility that Salah was made a similar offer, one she can no longer fulfill due to her failing views and YouTube income. It would explain his current absence. Not even a single yuck, yuck, yuck from his room. The whole collated 15 hours-ish, the last 72, then it cuts off. Yeah, a person in a happy marriage is not away from their husband and live that long, or their wife, or from whoever. Like, there's something going on. And she went out like 3 times during one live. It's like she's stalking him. Rittap said she will try to rewrite this too. She probably will. Later, since she knows I'm not sniping, she'll rage or do something crazy, but don't you worry. We'll recap it Sunday morning. She'll try to rewrite history, say this was taken out of context. We edited the clip. We're liars. We're fat phobic, so we're making all this shit up. I don't know. I'm assuming that's what she'll say. Okay, let's go to Twitter, you guys. I have to fight so hard not to play this song again. But I realize not everybody is as annoying as I am and likes to listen to songs 3 times in a row. So I'm not going to let the intrusive thoughts win, and we're going to carry on. All right, I got to find. Okay. I don't know. I meant to cover this yesterday. Oh, no, we did. Okay, I thought this was something else. Never mind. Ignore me until I get where we're supposed to be. Good morning, by the way. If you're having trouble waking up, you aren't anymore. All right. I know where I need to be. Don't get distracted, Breezy. You're on a mission. People have shit to do. I really think she should dress like this more. I say don't get distracted, and there I am. Oh, getting distracted again. That is Foodie Beauty's dad. It just came out yesterday. All right. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Keep scrolling, 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 scrolling. Come on. This is terrifying. Oh, wait, did I scroll too far? I did. I did. Hmm. That's a microphone. I just want to say right now. Hey, Lori! BB dodged so many bullets when he left Chantal. He really did. She farted so hard. Thank you, Breezy. It's such a good song. I need to hear the rest of it. I still haven't. All right. Did you know yesterday she ate a foot-long sub and a foot-long cookie? I still haven't had one of those foot-long cookies. I just don't. I don't know. If it's not a Mrs. Fields cookie, why bother? So I think we're gonna have to watch the beginning. I heard something about her new cameo. Just bear with me for a minute, okay?
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Well, hello there! Did you know that you can request a private video from me made just for you that you can keep forever and ever? Yep, that's right. I can wish you or a loved one a happy birthday or even give you a pep talk. I'm in Kuwait, so if you want a cameo at a specific location like a nice beach or a mall, just let me know. Get yours today and don't delay.
Guys, why do you say that my seersucker dress looks like Grandpa Joe's gown? It doesn't. It's not even the same stripes. It's not even the same material. This guy's wearing flannel. It really isn't the same. And little
Why do you sound like Mickey Mouse just sucked a balloon?
Charlie does not approve. And neither does that creepy looking ant in the background. Yeah, so there. Hi. Can I get a 12-inch steak and cheese with extra sauce and extra cheese, please?
She's on drugs, right?
How about our new under 600 calorie menu, ma'am? We have a new one called Veggies Are Us. It comes on invisible bread and has 0 sauce and 0 cheese. Listen, you little punk, I'll report you for fat shaming, you hear me? Now get to making my steak and cheese, yalla.
I got dinner.
Okay, well, clearly she did shrooms or something. I don't know what the fuck that was, but hey, Boo. Hey, Toasty. Hey, Mark. Whoever told her she was cute also told her she was funny, right? Sunshine said, not this crap again. Yeah, she's doing a new healthy cycle, a health cycle. I don't know if I'm interested in watching this whole video. Let's give it like a minute longer, or maybe 2 minutes.
Alright, guys. Today for dinner, I have Subway. So let me set this up. I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I have my food.
Foxy?
Set up. Diet soda.
Oh, I could speed this up.
So I have a 12-inch steak and cheese. Yes. I have a foot-long cookie, which I want to try a couple bites of, but the majority of it will probably go to Salah. And I have some potato crispers, potato wedges with seasoning, and some Southwest sauce. So, beauty bite.
I guess she's doing OMAD again, 1 meal a day, but she never sticks to it. So I don't know if this is supposedly her 1 meal of the day. But I really don't want to watch her eat this. I really like veggie subs from Subway. I do. I get a 6-inch with pepper jack cheese and pickles and olives and onions and avocado. What else do I get? I don't know, basically all the veggies that aren't tomato. Um, well, I think tomato is technically a fruit, right? Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. I get everything but tomato. And then I get salt and pepper, oil, and vinegar. But I don't know why I'm telling you guys all this. Nobody cares about my Subway order. Anyways, I'm saying all this to say she's trying to do 1 meal a day, but it's bullshit. There's no way she can eat 1 meal a day. Can an alcoholic drink 1 beer a day? No, right? I also don't think it's really good for somebody like her to do that, but whatever. Chantel is going extra crazy in her mind because of all the lies and busy excuses for a man who can't stand her. Remember, he did say divorce arc incoming while she was in Thailand. Yeah, I feel like it's been over. I mean, not that there ever was something there, but whatever agreement, arrangement they have, he's not coming around anymore. Remember how that guy used to eye fuck? Like, he used to love to eye fuck himself, like no other. Any excuse to be on camera and look at himself. Now he is nowhere to be found. She's live for 1,000,000 hours a day doing absolutely nothing. Like yesterday, I considered sniping, right? I saw she was going to be watching a movie. And then when I saw she was live, I noticed like 28 minutes later. And I clicked on, and she was laying down, looking like she was about to die with shisha hanging from her lip. And I was like, I am not. I have not. Anyways, this woman is clearly depressed, not coming to terms with the fact that he doesn't want her, love her. Money can't even buy somebody like him, which is crazy to think of. And she's just sticking around. I don't know if she's going to have to be forced out like that one lady. I can't even remember where she was, but I feel like the authorities had to get her to leave because she eventually threatened somebody. By the way, we think that she's not driving legally, and I have this clip of her cutting cars off and going across the lanes, and almost causing an accident. So he's not even gaming, which he did before, right? She would stalk his channel for sure. Agreed, Sunshine. He should just be honest. If Salah is gay, good for him. Right, just be honest. Nobody's gonna judge. I mean, I don't think he can say it where he lives, though, right? I think they still have an issue with that. Wonder Mom said, Foodie Beauty planning her next life change. Eating enough carbs to kill herself is something that will never get boring. I mean, just watch her body struggle when the carbs hit. And at the same time, the horror in her eyes talking about eating vegetables and chicken breast. Here's a clip just to say we watched her eat it.
Or lentil soup, vegetable soup.
Actually, a huge pot of veggie soup for whenever I'm hungry. Sounds pretty good. Good for healthy food, I mean.
Her voiceovers creep me out, and I don't know why, but they really bother me. More of Foodie eating and deep throating the sub, and Amberlynn singing karaoke is what we're going with. Bad Seed said, what is the difference between these pics? Absolutely nothing. They're both feeder content. Merp said, ew, ew, ew. I thought the low BMI intro and the shitty cartoon comedy faceplant were bad enough, but that fucking voiceover thing Foodie Beauty is doing is making my skin crawl. I don't like it, and I don't consent to it, and I don't want to hear it ever again. I think she's blackmailing him. She's gonna get into an accident. How isn't she already tried that? Why is she doing a voiceover for a mukbang? I don't know, but I'm not okay with it. Anyway, she made a community post saying, "Hey guys, tonight for the live bees, we will be hanging out chatting for about a half hour, and then we will watch together a public domain copyright free movie from 1982 called Silent Night, Deadly Night. LMAO, we will have our own version of Mystery Beezer Theater set 375. I heard that that went horribly. She ended up raging about Shani and then quitting. I could be wrong. That's what I believe happened. This is just scary. Merp said, Foodie Beauty on her way to come softly speak all the things she thinks a reaction channel is going to say right into your ear. She's getting closer and closer. Look, Mommy, the rhino's getting too close to the car. I cannot believe this is a real person. Oh my god. That movie night was pitiful. She can't even do movie night. Nope, Boo Squeezy, that's amazing. Her incompetence keeps surprising me. She is creepy, and she is enormous. Okay, let's see what else. Girl Scout said Scatboy making an appearance in comment section of her latest mukbang upload. I don't believe this is him. I don't. He supposedly says the intro got me LMAO. Are you funny, babe? Yes, of course. And then a red heart. That's not him. Bev said he isn't a mod anymore. Girl Scout said interesting observation. Huh. Crazy part is I could actually see him genuinely thinking she's funny. I can't put my finger on it, but he's just so damn simple in some way. It's like he had a lobotomy. I don't know. And their dynamic is like if Tom Hanks and Big had Melissa McCarthy and Tammy as an older sister. Very weird and unromantic. So the marriage dream has started crumbling. It was never a reality. Well, she tells on herself. She always does. I mean, she's been saying, I feel like, I don't want to say a lot, enough in the past few months. You know, her slips. Oh, I don't want a big wedding. Oh, when I get married, if somebody's already married, do they fantasize about their wedding? No, right? Because it already happened. Repo Widow said, it's hard to believe sometimes that there's a normal skeleton under all of that. Can you imagine the strain? I'm 5 feet and there is no way I wouldn't wire my jaw shut at this point. It's scary to think her skeleton is like the same size as ours. I know she's one of those people who'd be like, oh, I'm big boned. But no. And what's crazy is her stomach's even bigger there. How the hell does her spine carry all of that? She's gonna need a spinal fusion. She is. At some point, that spine's gonna break. Alright, I wanna look at the replies. Fondue said, even harder to believe she's bigger now than that picture, right? Her skeleton is being crushed. Hey, Catty Kitty! Her skeleton is being crushed under that fat suit. It is, and so are all her organs. They both have the same very low IQ. That's what brought them together. Chantel is just a walking beanbag. She is. Truth is that second pick is one of my favorite Foodie Beauty Chantel moments. She set that phone up, purpled across the street, and gave us runway model realness. Damn, I miss the old days. Back when she had hair. Zena said, I'm about 5'1". I can't imagine. At 200 pounds before I lost weight, everything hurt. It hurt to do anything. Dana said, damn, that big ass head laying on her chest. Very robust. She doesn't have a neck. I don't feel like I've seen a whole lot of people that don't have a neck. Okay, Fondue said, wow, Chins, you allow this person in your lives to make several fetal alcohol syndrome comments about Yaba, which is absolutely deplorable. I sure would hate to be a beezer who has a child with that and see how you support this. You cherry pick comments so it's intentional. Then they called her see you next Tuesday shit. Someone says make a pot of the cabbage veggie diet soup to have around
for when you feel hungry. Even if you keep eating like you have been, adding the soup will help you digest and expel the fats and carbs. Win-win situation, queen. Good luck, and FYI, I'd pick FFG over the Yabba patch doll with fetal alcohol syndrome too. Roasted Korean is their username. Huh. Miss T said her own sister is special needs. I can't believe being so insensitive. Yikes. Hold on, I feel like I'm behind in the chat. Oh, I totally am. There he is, baked Korean. Isn't baked Korean a white chick? I feel like Hakate was fighting with them and outed that it's really a white chick. I mean, I could be wrong. I can go looking once we finish the Foodie Beauty tweets, because I could have swore. I could have swore. Are we sure Chantal isn't special needs? No. That or she's on pain pills, which she is. Chantal will eat the whole pot of soup and still order Hardee's because she's greedy. Fondue said, wow, Chinzy love it. Oh, I read that one. P.I. said, Foodie Beauty checks off many characteristics of fetal alcohol syndrome. Just saying. Facial features, short eye openings. The groove between the nose and upper lip are smooth, and upper lip, flat mid-face, small head size. Other facial abnormalities, slow fetal growth, slow birth weight, shorter height than other children of the same age, vision or hearing problems, heart, bone, and kidney problems, poor condition, seizures, problems with joints, muscles, and organs. I would say Foodie is more likely to be that than Yaba. Learning and memory problems, attention and focus difficulties, hyperactivity and impulsivity, problems with social skills and communication, difficulty with reasoning and judgment, challenges with daily living skills, emotional and behavioral problems, problems with adapting to change, difficulty with impulse control, being easily influenced by others, mood swings, difficulty with abstract thinking. These are all behavioral and cognitive characteristics. She checks off pretty much all of them. Her mother used to work with special needs, and that's when she used to call them old habits die hard for her a while back. Good morning, by the way. Hey, Corey. Cypher, she is short of fry from a Happy Meal, or maybe she ate it. She most definitely ate it. People have been saying that she looks like she has fetal alcohol syndrome for years. She's just projecting as usual. Good job, Foxy. I have arthritis, so I have to maintain my weight so that I can move easier. Chantal is the textbook case. It does sound like Foodie. Runs with Scissors said, by many you mean poster child? Raised Dactylian said, I've always thought this about her. I mean, it's making sense. PI shows how Foodie Beauty slips and shows that her and Salah have different rooms, separate rooms. They don't sleep together. How sad.
Did Salah eat the mayo cookie? Not yet. It's in his room. In the other room where he's in.
It's in his room, in the other room that he's in. Let's run that back a little bit. That's embarrassing.
Room where he's in. In the other room. It's in his room. In the other room where he's in. Thank you, Lynn.
Yikes. His room. So he doesn't come around anymore, but when he does, he sleeps in a completely different room. That's sad. Miss Glittertit said his room with the locked door that you have to knock for access, cutie. Boho Chic said, I have a feeling she's heading for the Natter stage real soon. She's going to become the biggest, crazed Klingon that won't let go of Salah. He's not going to be able to get rid of her without serious mental damage beforehand. Jolene said, not Chantal leaving cookies out for him in hopes that he slides through her chimney. Baby Goral, let it go. Rose said, admit it already. He's living with his real life and baby. Your contract with him is up. Lala said, being married wasn't what she thought it would be. He's never there. Always out. Separate rooms. BB said, his room, my bed. etc. We get it, Chantel. You're roommates. Hey, Mrs. Chester. Cat Mom, the one with the floor belt? Yes! We always find out the truth. Always. Girl Scout said if Foodie Beauty survives the inevitable heart attack, she will no doubt need bypass surgery. Doubt Kuwait would offer the medical intervention. She wouldn't be able to travel home, nor could she afford it in either country anyway. This is what she was doing, by the way, when I popped in. PI said, damn, the size of that meat paw. I thought it was a pillow. I thought that was a pillow. That's her hand. Do you see the size of that? That's terrifying. Her sister's special needs, so I believe Chantel is too. What the fuck? Did you not think that was a blanket or something behind her she was propping her head on? You can't tell it's a hand until you notice the bruising. I thought it was a pillow too. That's a catcher's mitt. It looks like one. What the fuck? Okay. She's gonna have one giant hand to go with her giant fupa. Tia said she's growing right before our eyes. I've never seen anything like it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Beautiful. Hi, by the way. Okay, Fondu Pondu said, bitch has the shisha popped up so she doesn't even have to hold it. Suck that lung stick harder, bitch. Yeah, this is what pretty much was happening when I popped in, and I'm like, I am not sniping this BS. She looked half dead with this thing hanging out of her mouth. I don't know. It reminded me, like, I hate saying this, but it reminded me of this old man neighbor that like once lived on our street. And this is not funny, it's sad. He was on oxygen and smoking, which I think could cause a big explosion. But that reminds me of Foodie Beauty, like on her deathbed, and has the pipe hanging out of her mouth, with her one giant hand holding her up until she inevitably goes to the big buffet in the sky. I still can't believe that's somebody's hand. I mean, my feet grew when I was pregnant, but like not like this. Not like this. That's not even a hand. It's something. I mean, yikes. Enigma said, how long can she legally stay there if he's left for good? Because nothing of his is around anymore. Hold on. Why did I not go to the comments about her big giant ass hand? And what's with the bruises right there? Are those bruises or dirt on her wrist? Wow, what a life she leads. For real, I think it's bruised. Her entire system is crashing out. It's almost like needle marks. Anyways, chocolate from the cookies. Are those bruises? Okay, we read that one. Maybe it is chocolate. Jenny said it's officially a flipper now. Saltian said hamburger helper hands. I have beef with hamburger helper. And this one rehab I went to, I swear that's all they made. Like all the different kinds of hamburger helper. I've had them all. Um, and like I had to eat it because it's not like there was much else. Like, what was I going to do? Starve? So I have beef with it. I have a resentment, and I never want to eat it again in my life. This looks like Foodie. Oh, this looks like her. It does. It does. Alice said it looks deformed. Blue Angel said she looks high. Ghost Crab said I thought that was a flesh-colored pillow. I thought it was too. Someone else said I thought that was a pillow. That's her hand. Is she injecting herself with substances? I don't know. She would be really stupid to fuck with that. Did they do some 50 Shades of Poop? Maybe. It's like a bing bag for a hand. You're reminding me when I was in elementary getting ready for school, and I saw an ambulance right across the street. My neighbor had a heart attack and passed away. I was like 6 years old at the time. That must have been scary for you. No matter how good, what did Mark say? Is she no matter how good she is stupid? That's true. Meat paw and ginormous bloated head is so deformed and fugly. Sandy Quesadilla said she looks like she's using an extra large pork shoulder as a neck pillow. She does! Almost looks like she's got a claw hand under that huge head. No wrist in sight and no neck in sight. Have you ever seen somebody with no wrist and no neck? She's a sight to see. Two Tailed said I actually gasped. Chaos said it looks bruised again. It no longer resembles a hand. No, it's pretty scary looking. That has to be painful. I'm zooming in on, is that bruises or chocolate? I don't know. The quality's so bad, I can't really tell. But do you inject yourself close to your palm? I mean, I'm not going to go into my whole drug-a-log because we don't have time, but I remember a time where I was doing things I shouldn't have been doing, and I tried to inject something into my foot, right? And I did it wrong, and I knew not to ever do that shit again. Do you inject by your palm? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's chocolate, or maybe it's bruising, and she knocked her hand on something trying to get food, and her system's just shot. Um, and she's just bruising easily now. Wrist veins. You get bruises on your arm if you lay on it. No, it goes into a muscle like your leg or shoulder. Veins. I've heard in between fingers and toes. I've heard that too. I've heard that too. All right, let's keep going. Again, I'm not proud of anything I've done before, by the way. I would just be stupid to act like I haven't done certain things when, like, there's somebody out there who could benefit from hearing I have, right? I'm like, well, look, if she's done X, Y, Z, and look at her today, I can change too. So while I'm not proud of these things, I think it's important to share. Fondu Pondu said, bitch has the shisha propped up, so she doesn't even have to hold it. Oh, did I read that? Stuck that long stick harder, bitch. I feel like I did. And then I got distracted and I probably went back to go read comments. That's probably what happened. Freebird said Salah's gone and I don't think he's coming back. I truly think he's done. If you notice, even his keyboard is gone from the living room. Oh, if he took the keyboard, it's done. It's done. Watch. Foodie goes to buy one or she has one delivered. We'll see it in the next live. Had a rainy day to vehicle shop yesterday, so not ideal. Decided I probably want a Jeep. Tell me you're gonna get a blue Jeep. Tell me. Only people who have been injecting for a while would need to go that close to the palm. Got it, kitty. No more crazy frog. How sad. I mean, I'm devastated. I don't know about you. Looks like I'll just have to order some Portos today to cope with it. Flashing Pondu said, this is some fat shit right here. Not, oh, I can't. Portos doesn't deliver today. Well, that's stupid. Flashing Pondu said, this is some fat shit right here. Not even sitting up to ruin her lungs. This looks just like Foodie. Acadia Strong said, hope those inhalers come in handy after the shisha session. So lazy, wow. Yep, total sloth. More Foodie beauty. Colleen said that's not even doing it for the pleasure. It's pure oral fixation at this point. Yeah, and Salah can't help out with that. So she's got to go with the shisha pipe. Plus, he's not coming home anymore. He's at his sister's a lot for whatever reason. More of her looking very dead. Enigma says, how long can she legally stay there if he has left for good? Because nothing of his is around anymore, not even his keyboard. He takes her border hopping, that's it. The last time he was there was on her, I'm assuming that's Payday. Is this her last time in Kuwait if she goes back this fall? Let's see. Asian said you cannot stay indefinitely in Kuwait by continuously renewing a tourist visa every 3 months. Repeatedly existing and re-entering Kuwait on tourist visas may be viewed as an attempt to bypass immigration laws and could lead to entry denial or other legal consequences. Hector Glama said, this is what I thought too. But the channel French in Kuwait has videos about living there on a tourist visa. And apparently a lot of people do it for extended periods of time. According to her, as long as you don't work in Kuwait and leave every 90 days, they don't care. Well, I wouldn't go based on what Foodie Beauty says. Fairy Nymph says the Casio is gone? It's gone. I don't know how we're going to get over this. Burgundy Rose Bunny said, I want to know that as well. How is she able to be a squatter and housing of a 2-bedroom apartment while some Kuwait residents go homeless? Sean, I heard in between the oh wait, I'm really far behind. Sounds fun, Haley. Again, this is Toasty Reviews. Yes, I saw your community post. How about the treadmill? Oh, is the treadmill gone? No, he probably left that for her. He's like, bitch needs it more than me. But yeah, if he took his keyboard, you know he's gone. Enigma said, where is Salah? Alone again, but she says they watch movies together. They don't watch movies together. She needed to watch it with her beezers yesterday. And when do they find time to watch movies when she's always live? And if she's not live, she's asleep. Anxiety said they don't even eat together. That part right there. Blazing Lily said Salah has been AWOL for quite a while now. I don't believe he's there with her. Yeah. Fat Cow said regarding Foodie Beauty's content yesterday, she literally couldn't be more inept if she tried. My idea for a dare? Film to prove you can fit into the shower? Sorry, sometimes when you go to the replies, other tweets pop up and they're entertaining, so don't mind me getting distracted. I'll continue to carry on. Fondue Spite Bitch Pondu said Foodie Beauty had 202 viewers, so she starts raging at Shanny and Rev. The tone has changed. Also, I thought Julia wasn't in the room when she does Shisha. Okay, Julia's right there. You can see in back of the hookah. And look at the cloud she's blowing while her cat's in the room. Wow. Deb Deb said it's funny in any parts of her home, be it her desk, in the living room, or her bedroom, you never see any of Salah's perfume business products. Never. You don't see any of his stuff. Does he have to keep it all locked away from her? I mean, that's what you do when you live with addicts. You lock your door and you lock everything that you want inside your room. Blue Angel said she needs to get an air purifier. She doesn't even open windows. That poor cat. She's circling the drain. She is. Queen of WTF said, my bedroom is private. Nothing with Chantel ever stays private. In time, she winds up spilling all of her own tea and outing her business. Always! And then she gets mad when we call her out on it or we play her own words. More of her ginormous hand. Kelly said, Foodie Beauty wants to always do the bare minimum. She stops movie night and says, next time, I'll be more prepared when she has all day to prepare. And I doubt next time will ever happen. Let's look at these replies. Movie recommendations for the foods in Salah. Can't Buy Me Love. Gone in 60 seconds. Take it. Hey, Graceland. I think Salah has found his only brain cell and got the hell out of there. Probably. He did threaten divorce. I guess it's the one time he put it. She isn't. Oh, wait. This isn't even the bare minimum. This is just nothing. It is. Wait, can you guys even see it while I have you all off to the side? I'm sorry. Hopefully you've seen it okay. Blue Angel said her beezers work for her. That's her attitude. Jay said this is why she canceled it. She got caught lying saying it was a public domain movie. Says AI overview. No, Silent Night, Deadly Night 1982 is not in the public domain. While the earlier film is based on Silent Night, Bloody Night is in the public domain, the 1982 sequel was a new production with its own copyright. Lolafied said, I'm always in shock when I see how big she is now. She is so swollen. Blazing Lily said, wait, she started her faux mystery science theater and then stopped it? What? And where the actual hell is Scatman? With his sister or his wife? Maybe his sister is his wife. I don't know. He's somewhere other than with Foodie Beauty. That is what we do know. Chaos Rain said the loaf-looking reflection of her from behind is horrific. Duncan said narcs do this all the time. They promise something, try to get you hyped about it, and then at the last minute drop it. Yikes. Let's look at the back of her. Oh my God. That's a big woman. Again, her room is so depressing. It reminds me of the county jail. It does. The county jail was probably cleaner. Okay, so PI said the movie stream was an epic failure. Who was surprised? She really can't do anything but eat and fart on stream, can she? No. That's all she has. She could have still done the movie night, just delete the VOD. She can't do shit for her last few viewers. Narcy said what happened. PI said the movie she picked was awful, so now she's watching pranks or something. She's hoping to get copyright claimed. Wow. She's already failed. How can anyone raw dog her streams? It's legit hell on earth. I don't know. I can't even do it with support sometimes. Yesterday, I just knew that we didn't want to be part of it, okay? Katie said Chantel is a failure. Who could have guessed such a thing? Debbie said she really needs a personal assistant to check that shit out. She can't afford a personal assistant. Salah was supposed to be that, but he stopped coming by, so she's screwed. Salt and Sauce said her life summed up in one picture. Her huge made-up melon staring into a phone on a stand, talking into a bunch of random internet people she has no real connection with, but is dependent on for enabling and validating her poor choices in life. Well, they're the only people who are going to tell her she's doing amazing, and she's not the problem, everybody else is. Juan said it's sad and pathetic. Internet friends are not the same as the ones in real life. I am not saying you cannot make friends, but it's not the same, especially if you really need someone physically there to help you. Salt and Sauce said they aren't even friends. They fund, provoke, and cheer on being her being self-destructive. The end will be her death, and they all know it. Acadia Strong said this is the same person who screams in the void that people have no life. Oh, I guess she was saying Jesus is an Arab. Did you guys hear that? That was a whole thing that's been going around Twitter. The Barbie has an ED said never beating the Jabba the Hutt allegations. Never, never in a million years. Chris Martin said disagree. The suns lined up and Chantel was born at the perfect time to be the circus fat lady. I mean, look at her making money from the comfort and privacy of her definitely not Temu couch. Debbie's World said, so she's just not reading the chat. She's literally staring at herself. So yesterday for 6 hours while she was doing a live, she was literally just love bombing herself. It's kind of gross. Kristen said she is huge and that room is depressing. It really is. Stupid Valley Girl baby talk is so dumb. Hi, good morning to you too. How are you today? Happy Saturday. All right, let's keep going, you guys. She is so obtuse. Awareness or empathy from the Fupacabra. Oh, no awareness or empathy from the Fupacabras. Yes, Stephanie. I noticed she was trying that new puke talk recently. All right. Your mom's emotional support. Carrot said Chantal said she's gonna eat only one meal a day. Olive Girl World. That'll never happen. I don't know why she bothers doing this, but Acadia Strong said it will never be ending eating from the time she gets up until she goes to bed. That's one meal. The god said it'll be a 150,000 calorie meal that takes 16 hours to finish. Hecton Wilman said her one meal. That's it. She's gonna eat everything and say, well, it was only one. Little Woogie said, oh, come on, cutie, stop telling us the same jokes. It gets old. But I think she only has like 5 more cycles left in her before something's gonna happen. It's inevitable. Cinnamon Onyx said, when you finally meet her in person and she can't use filters, oh my god, that's Foodie Beauty. And that's terrifying. Oh lord, do you think that's what Salah saw when he met her? Here's a clip from, I guess, her live. Enigma said she slips and says she put the dent with a hammer in her plaque, then says prove it she lied because YouTube isn't going to do anything to her. She truly thinks she's untouchable by law and YouTube terms of service. There are never consequences for her actions ever in life.
I'm glad he lets you be friends with Peetz. He doesn't like it. I got a play button. It said Miriam first, and then a hammer. It got a dent in it.
Wow.
Silver plaque fraud. My husband is obsessed with me, and I love it.
I can't
Yeah.
stand her.
Girly pop, your name says it all.
Mark said those things' teeth are nicer. True.
This is
And that thing had all of its teeth. It did. I think a few extras too.
tight. Hey, Camille. Everyday Miriam. Salah still wants to call me that, but I'm like, I like my name Chantal, you know?
He wants to call you Miriam. Does he call you at all?
I'm like, I like wants to call me that, but I'm like, I like my name Chantal, you know?
Does it just keep replaying or is it just me?
I'm just, it suits me.
I think Fatty suits you more. He calls her Fat Pig.
There's a button around my neck. We knew about the plaid frock. What did you know?
I don't think this is cute. I don't know why she's so proud of herself. This is from last night, by the way. Chinny Pondu said, nice save, dumbass. Is this the his room thing again? It might be, but we're going to replay it again. Hi, Foodie, if you're listening.
Your local Arab market had it? Did Salah eat the mayo cookie? Not yet. It's in his room. In the other room where he's in. Thank you, Lynn. Was Omad
Calls her Sue. That's how I read it. By the way, okay, this song, I loved this song when it first came out, and then I kind of forgot about it, and it went away somewhere in my mind. And then this morning when I woke up and I couldn't sleep, and I'm like, I want to have a concert today. What do I want to listen to? Suddenly, it popped into my head. So, anyways, if you want to listen to a good song, all the music together combined will give your brain the greatest orgasm, I'm telling you. So, search Hang Me Up to Dry by the Cold War Kids or Jukebox Breakdown by Saves the Day. I love that song. And then I got into a Beastie Boys mood and I played So What You Want and I was dancing around my room. It was a great time, I'm telling you. Hold on, my notifications are going off. Yes, if you're listening. Yes. Okay. Enigma said laughing and mocking another TikTok creator, saying she begs for money for food, and she said that would be her if she did that. Chantel, you did do that. You begged for money and called it a sponsor, and you went and ate at the places you were paid to. That's grifting feeders. I think she was still paid to eat places or make foods, and she still hasn't done that. Anyway, she's talking shit about another creator when she does that.
She goes live all the time. Very like hefty woman. And she looks miserable. Like she'll just and she doesn't look like she likes to go live. She just sits there like as if she goes live to just get mad at trolls. Every time her live, she'll end up getting mad at trolls, telling them off, blocking them, turning off her comments, turning them on. And whenever she does I'll show you what she does. She sounds miserable even if she gets a gift. So she'll just she looks exactly like this.
Right, Cat Mom? You know that song? Oh, I don't know. All the instruments combined. That music is so good.
Read her comments. She'll put her thing down and then back up. And then someone will leave a comment.
Oh,
Will you block now, Matthew?
zoom in on YouTube if it's really small for you. I can't do, well, maybe I can make it a little bigger. I don't know. She looks like a toad. Hey, Joan.
Why don't you fuck off then? Why don't you fuck off then, Gabby? Blocked. My live stream, innit?
You have the worst dry mouth. I know this is from yesterday. I hope you drank water. Are you on Adderall, by the way?
Carla,
Happy Saturday! Hello.
thanks for the
Thank you for the super chat.
gift.
Who
I
is that?
swear, so watching exactly her live streams every time. About probably a bit bigger than me. And the caption was, need $50 for Chinese food.
Hey, M. Hobbs.
The comments were so mean. They were like, ma'am, that would be me. Please send money for Nashies. Send money for, I need 35 for match boost.
I don't know. I still remember when you were out, like your electricity was off for 3 hours and you made a community post begging for food and shelter. Do you guys remember we cried for food and shelter? How did we get back to this? I don't know. This does not even look like the same person. Look at, she even put the filters on her hand. You guys know how we saw her massive hand earlier, right? It looked like a giant ass pillow. She filtered it. That's really sad. When you have to filter your hands, that needs to be a wake up call. Tap Von B said, "What is this? Like, what the fuck is this? Who is this? I don't know who is who anymore. Buffalo is using them filters way too much. Her hand is even skinny-ish. F off, Miriam. She even took away her eyelid fat. Looks like a melting wax and that it does. That's actually the perfect description. I've never had a nashi. Is that a sandwich? I've never had one either. It's a chicken sandwich with like a spicy sauce. It sounds horrible, but Foodie went absolutely insane for them. Sometimes we would go get them like 5 times a day. It doesn't sound good to me, but maybe if you like chicken. Blazing said this is utter madness, or this is utterly madness. How can you say something like this with a straight face? I'm working with some AI programs to make some logos and merch.
And just did some tidying up. What hobby? I'm working on some merch.
Can I tell you that I've moved twice in the amount of time that she's been working on merch?
So I'm just working with some AI programs to make some logos, make some merch, setting up merch stuff. And so, yeah. Hi, Max in Space.
It sounds like Salah when he's describing what he does at business, or with his business. I'm busy doing business and doing spreadsheets and adding names, doing business.
Hey, Nicole. Oh, I appreciate your hi. Hello. Merch is not a hobby. Yeah, it is. How is it not a hobby? It's something creative you have to do and you have to work on it. And I see my social media presence as a hobby and a job, kind of, because
You need actual hobbies.
you have to put a lot of work into it if you want to be successful. So there's a lot of room for improvement on my channel to be creative and stuff. So I think,
Stephanie, I thought you were talking to me. So if I sounded bitchy at you and I was like, good morning to you too, I'm sorry. Good morning. Hello.
vlogging and creating merch and stuff is a good hobby for me. Yeah.
Wouldn't a hobby be like walking, painting, playing softball, going to the gym? I don't know. That's really exercise, but that could be a hobby too. Like when you go with your little friends to exercise classes. Well, I don't really think anybody does jazzercise anymore, but that used to be a thing. I don't know. Something other than creating merch on AI. She needs something to keep her mind and her hands busy for long amounts of time.
You salon Julia.
Anyways, let her have it, I guess. Creating merch is her hobby. Friendly reminder, she's been creating merch for years. I've moved cities twice. This is really scary to think about, that there's a skeleton underneath all of that. Let's look at the tweet that started this off. Hold on. Her balls really dropped. Damn. Oh my God. There they are there. They legit dropped. Oh my God. That's insane. I feel like I've said this many times, nobody takes offense to it, but I feel like she has bigger balls than some men out there. I mean, when you're walking, do yours swing on the floor? Do they hit your ankles? I don't know. So that is a sight to see. Foodie Beauty, congratulations on your balls finally dropping, I guess. Who Tilt said anatomy of a funkle freak, part whatever. It enters the room 10 minutes before she does. Alright, I will never get over that. This is what she looks like underneath all that. Oh, there's her golf ball boil. That's lovely. Have you ever had to lift to make an opening so you can have sex or do anything? I mean, I really take my body for granted. I really do. I don't have to lift anything or move anything to the side. So today I'm going to be grateful for that and that I could still see it. And when I look down, I could see my toes. Breezy, you're doing amazing. All right, let's keep going. Somebody has to ask for the password to even enter that thing. It's crazy. Okay, Peach Slick said, a foot-long cookie is crazy work, and why does she always say Salah will have most of it? Is she that delusional? Who is she fooling? None of us believe that. Nobody has ever believed that. Salah doesn't eat food after she has it. Whenever she's offered him food, he always says no. Every single time. Why would he suddenly want her leftover food that she spit all over, chewed, and drooled on? Anyways, what is this? This is all you need to know about crotch rot. So we watched this at the beginning, how she offered her ex $2,000 to F her. We believe she's doing that with Salah. Merp said, imagine watching some gross scene unfold. And then this creeps out of the shadows behind you and starts whispering a play-by-play into your ear. I don't know what that is, but I would be terrified. Two Tilt said, imagine being so fucking fat that you have to open the door to its full berth just to barely squeeze past. It looks like an elephant tiptoeing through a china shop. And she says she can fit in the standing shower. There's no way. And she's even bigger than that now. Hey, Stella. Salah likes his food pre-chewed. He's a baby bird boy. Your mom's emotional support, Kurt said Chantal does suffer from fetal alcohol or FAS. Bitch is as big as the fridge and stove. She is, though. Look at her here. So she truly is the one who suffers from that. She's as wide as that fridge. And she's about to outgrow the width of that stove. So we know she's like 60 some odd inches around, right? Bella said fat as a stove. Your mom's emotional support carrot said I was gonna say that, then found the fridge photo. That's a big bitch. Flippin' tiny. Ain't no way she can't fit in a wheelchair. Hey Gonzo. She can't fit in a wheelchair accessible shower. There's no way. She can't do any of that. And you know she's not taking the time to do like bird baths in the sink, like where you get a washcloth or she's not doing that. So she has to stink. all of those layers of clothes in a hot place and not bathing, not wiping properly. Ew. No, thank you. No wonder why he stopped coming home. So this is a whole thing, and I really don't know much about it. So those who watch more about Amberlynn Reid and watch more stuff about that, feel free to clue us in because I saw this tweet. That's not why I let her loose. And it was Jordy quoting Amberlynn. That's not why I let her loose. So I did some digging, right? I was kind of looking around, looking at the hashtag Amberlynn Reid, seeing what people say. And then I saw this comment. Hold on. Kelly said a message from Erica/Valentine. I believe everything she said. You will never change Gorley Pop. My heart goes out to her animals. So it says, I think I'll say what I need to say. By the way, did you let Rarity loose because you claimed she scratched your leg and gave you cellulitis? Yet you refused doctor's orders for the skin cream? Are you not calling Steven your stepdad anymore because he keeps making inappropriate comments to you at bingo? Touching your leg and saying creepy things as you claimed? Or is he still staring down your shirt in front of your mother at bingo? Oh, how's Twinkie? Are you still demanding her to give you her paw before you feed her? Is she still pissing in your bathroom? How's your mom? Have you two had any fights because she won't choose you over the man she plans to marry? Are you still yelling at her in the car ride she gives you? I'm hoping she gave you a ride to the dentist. I know that cracked half tooth is painful, considering the fact you didn't need a regular cleaning nor floss since just brushing should do all of that as you claimed. So she doesn't think she needs to floss or do anything? That's insane. Ew. All over this, a sweatshirt. All of this over a sweatshirt. A sweatshirt of now multiple pictures of other people are wearing. You won't ever change. No one could ever love you. Simply because you dig your claws into every fiber and breath of the person you've chosen to manipulate. So she let her cat out. I'm assuming that came out, and then Amberlynn Reid slipped up and said, I didn't let her out because of that. That's not why I let her loose. Yeah. Never mind. I should have shut up and listened. She had apparently gotten cellulitis from a scratch from Rarity, so that's why she let her out. These people should not own animals. I saw this clip of Twinkie going around, by the way, where people were asking what's wrong with her. It looks like she has some sort of growth on the side of her. These women should not have animals. They can't take care of themselves. They are hanging on by a thread, slowly killing themselves. Why does anybody think they can take care of animals? Why do they think they can take care of animals? Ugh. Amberlynn Reid is disgusting. I swear she would be a serial killer if she was thinner, and I stand by that. There's something very wrong with her. Same with Foodie Beauty. Same with Foodie Beauty. Okay, I think this is the clip of Foodie Beauty manic driving. So she cuts people off, goes into a lane, and gets some sort of road rage. She can't even turn her fat head. I don't know why she drives. That steering wheel has to get stuck in her fupa sometimes. It's like right in there. It makes a noise sometimes when it's rubbing against it. Anyways, I'm saying all this to say she's not supposed to be driving. We don't even think she's driving legally. She's going to hurt somebody one day.
What?
Did they throw a water bottle out? Did you guys see that? Hold on. I think it's the last car that throws a water bottle. I could be wrong, but I see it fly. Or is it running it over?
I didn't even do anything. Like,
And calling Twinkies an old dog, they deserve dignity for their love. They do, and it doesn't look good. I was trying to look at it just because I've worked in the veterinary field. I can't really get a clear enough picture. I'm not saying I'm like a professional. I've been out of it for a while, but I've just seen a lot, I guess. I couldn't really get a clear enough picture. Either way, what are the odds she's taking time to go to the vet? With all this family drama going on with her mom and her mom's boyfriend. She's gonna cause someone to have road rage. Agreed there's something wrong with those girls. She didn't yield and turned into the wrong lane. And then she gets mad at them.
I guess sometimes you just get beat up for no reason. Whatever.
All right, so let me look in the comment section of this. I know you guys have stuff to do. I'm trying to hurry, I promise. And I said she didn't stop, and then she pulled out into the second lane, cutting the cars off. Idiot. 20G girl said, are we even sure she has a valid Kuwaiti license? Would she be that stupid? Yes, she would be that stupid. Never mind. I know the answer to that. Regina said, I'm going to assume Salah hopes she gets smashed on the highway and meets her maker. It's the only way he can get rid of her. I'm going to like that comment. I want her to get her license suspended, Blazing Hate said. Where can I report her? JM said, I watch these and have never really seen another T go like theirs. I bet all these people are honking because they know that car is a piece of shit and could burst into flames at any moment. Bella said, the bitch can't even move her head to check traffic. She's so fat. Trash Pickling said, why would you just bomb out into the middle lane like that? Holy hell, she has a whole ass entry lane. Because she's distracted. She's too worried about what she's going to eat next and what her chat is saying. Dana said, feeding frenzy. Feeding frenzy. Sorry, I always think of Jimmy Buffett when I hear that. She is in search of her prey. Orlando said, Inshallah. When the inevitable accident happens, she is the only one who gets injured. Inshallah. I'm praying with you. Melissa said there's no way she didn't see it. Digi Mortal said she's blind. The laughter as a coping mechanism is getting old. Kane said one car beeping the fuck out of her and the other launching a bottle at her. She can wipe out entire families. Chantel, you are way too fat to drive. You cannot read most of the signs either. Why is Kuwait allowing this clear and present danger? Good question, Kuwait. Why are you allowing that? Don't they take people's license at a certain age? Maybe when you're a certain weight, if you can no longer turn your head, you should no longer be on the road and have to take the bus? I don't know. This doesn't seem safe. If the steering wheel is being steered by your fupa, maybe you should Uber around. Maybe. Can you fit in an Uber? I don't know. Tweet T said she will now do full body dances every 5 members. She is basically selling humiliation. Yikes. I mean, it might be the only way she loses weight, though, if every 5 members she has to get up there and do a dance. But eventually she's going to fall through the ceiling onto her neighbors. Isme said, a girl's gotta buy food. Her fake husband is definitely not supporting her. She'll start OF soon, if she lasts that long. Some people turn to prostitution to support their addictions. Foodie Beauty is doing that in a sense. I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there. Regina said that's all she's got of value. Seattle Sapphire said, what a fabulous life. We are all jealous. Oh, remember when she used to do this, you guys? She used to dance. She couldn't do this anymore. I think if she tried to get on her knees, they would give out. They'd probably break. It's wild to think that she's skinny here compared to now, right? I look at this and I'm like, I think of all the things she could do: roll down hills, bounce on purple balls. We used to stalk Natter, and now we barely leave the place. Not only Fupa's breezy, just take old Yeller to the desert salad. Hey, for the love of dog. If she did Uber and chose the cheap tier that she can afford, they would cancel when seeing her size, as she would try to sue Uber like that one oversized rapper chick who lost her lawsuit. Oh, she lost it? Oh, that's funny. I mean, it didn't look like she could fit, but granted, I don't really remember diving too far down the rabbit hole. I mean, should somebody have to ruin their car and have to go get it fixed so you can get a ride? I don't know. Um, anyway, Zena said, well, at least she's moving. Definitely not her most embarrassing thing. True. Lee Smith said, she'll quite happily humiliate herself for money. Let's face it, she's basically doing food fetish humiliation. She may as well do this. Her morals are in the gutter. She's a prostitute now. Debbie's World said she forgets that her antics in Canada and her clown antics in Canada were because she was high. That's why it was funny to people. But now she's sober, completely sober and acting like a lunatic. I don't buy she's completely sober, though. I don't. Awesome said that poor couch. I mean, it's gonna need to be replaced. Look at this. Hectic Moment said, geez, look at how far out her abdomen distends. I drew a line from how far out it is at its biggest, and the horizontal line is how far it sticks out from where her chest and neck area is, where her stomach should be if she wasn't so overweight. Holy shit. I wasn't being dramatic when I said her stomach enters the room 10 minutes before her. You can climb that thing. Paranoid Android said, damn, Octomom pregnant with her octuplets. I just realized that I spoke to you on YouTube. Oh, I don't need to read that part. I'm Sunk said, do you realize how much like a roast turkey she looks like on her back? Once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. Oh, you guys. When you cook turkey for Thanksgiving, you're going to see Foodie Beauty staring at you, and you guys are all going to go vegan. She looks like a turkey. My jaw has hit the floor. Oh my gosh, I think you're right. She does, though. Oh, okay. Well, good luck to you next Thanksgiving. She's a butterball turkey. That's what she's become. I just retweeted this for these pictures, to be honest. But this person started a whole thread of people thinking about their fattest moment. And then it got me thinking about mine. But let's look at these pictures before we think about like our fattest moment we're not proud of, right? Mine wasn't that long ago. Here's Foodie in her diaper. Oh Lord, okay. She's gonna have to start doing this and carting the fupa around. She's gonna have to plop it on there. Look at the look on her face. Oh gosh, this is when she would have to put her fupa up on the counter to wash dishes. The gunt it all. She had to plop it all up there. I wonder how she does things now. Anyway, so this got people talking about their fattest moments. Someone said they ate nothing but Belgian cream puffs for multiple days until I got completely sick of them. Someone else said I got a burger from Hungry Jack's, chips from KFC, and my drink from Zarafa's because why not? Lola said Hubs and I bought sheet cake for the fuck of it and devoured the whole thing together. This person said, came home drunk from the pub and put the container with my leftover fish and chips on the dresser. Woke up in the morning and ate it all cold. Then I went back to sleep. Kate said I ate 3 different types of pizza slices like a sandwich. They also said I ate a family, or is this a different Kate? A different Kate said I once ate a family-sized lasagna served 4 to 6 by myself in the span of like 6 hours. Got mini tacos from Jack in the Box, nuggets from McDonald's, and fries from Burger King. I was PMSing, this person said. So when I was going to start my fast, so I've been doing this fast where it's like 16 hours of fasting and then an 8-hour window to eat. And I'm truly doing it for like pain and inflammation reasons. Multiple reasons. It's supposed to be really good for you mentally, physically. Anyways, I knew I was going to be starting that. And then one morning it was like 3 a.m. I couldn't fall back asleep. So I had a pack of sweet tart ropes and I ate those. I cracked open a Coke Zero to be exact, at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. I ate sweet tart ropes, Coke Zero, scrolled, listened to music, and then the next day I started my fast. But anyways, that's some fat shit for you. That's embarrassing, not gonna lie. I could eat a whole jar of Alfredo sauce by myself. I drank a milkshake of high fructose corn syrup ice cream and instantly grew tits. But how big? How big tits? Because somebody might want to try that, you know? All right, so I think that's all I have for right now. Like I said, I think we should take tomorrow, or not tomorrow, we should take today off, unless Foodie's like live raging, right? I think we should take today off, enjoy our Saturday, come back Sunday morning, we'll do a recap, and then Sunday, if she goes live, we'll snipe it. So I want to thank my amazing mods, my amazing Breezy Bunch members. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. And hold on one second. One second. I don't want to forget to thank the super chats. Tia, thank you so much for your super chat. And Austin, it was so good to see you. Thank you so much too. Tia, you're beautiful. I'm going to text you later. All right, you guys, have a great day, great evening, wherever you are. And I will see you tomorrow morning. I don't know, look for me maybe around 7:50. I think that sounds like a good time. 7:50. All right, bye, you guys. Enjoy your day. Bye. Oh, wait.